Chosen one, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and listen carefully, because what you're about to hear isn't ordinary. It's the type of message that shakes the very foundation of who you think you are. In the next few minutes, something inside you is going to shift, something you didn't know was possible. Your density, your very energy, is about to expand in ways that will make your past feel like a distant, irrelevant memory. If you feel a flicker of resistance, lean into it. Because this encounter isn't meant to comfort you. It's meant to awaken you. From the moment you woke up today, something unusual has been stirring around you. Small things you dismissed, fleeting moments you didn't pay attention to, they were all signs. Gentle warnings from a universe that refuses to let you settle for ordinary. Pause for a moment and hit the like button if this resonates, because that tiny gesture is your commitment to yourself. You are ready to witness the truth. I need you to understand this immediately. There are forces you've never seen, energies that whisper around the edges of your reality, and they have been watching you. Every hesitation, every doubt, every time you lowered your light to fit in, they noticed. But today the game is changing. You're stepping into a frequency so potent that it will challenge everyone around you. Some will resist you, some will fear you, and some will try to dim your glow. Let them. This is not your battle. This is your moment to ascend beyond the density of old limitations. Imagine the weight of years of compromise, of holding yourself small, of bending to the expectations of those who could never understand you. Feel it in your chest. Now imagine it evaporating. This encounter, the one you cannot yet fully perceive, is about to strip that weight away. It will feel unsettling. It will feel like the ground beneath you has shifted. That's because it has. The very fabric of your energy, your spiritual and emotional density, is about to be rewritten. And the truth is, once this happens, nothing and no one can place you back into the old version of yourself. I need you to ask yourself right now, are you ready to carry what others fear? Are you ready to hold a light so intense that it exposes hidden motives, long-concealed truths, and even your own unhealed shadows? This isn't a question for the faint-hearted, and it's not rhetorical. Your answer determines the pace of your evolution. If your soul is willing, every challenge, every attack, every moment of confusion will now serve as fuel rather than chains. You might have noticed a pattern in your life, a recurring presence, a person, a feeling, a scenario that refuses to disappear no matter how hard you try. That pattern is not coincidence. It is the universe aligning circumstances to accelerate your transformation. Do not waste energy resisting it. Instead, watch closely. The density that has kept you stuck, the heaviness of doubt, the inertia of fear, is designed to be dismantled. And it will be dismantled, but only if you allow it. Pause for a moment and breathe. Let these words settle. Your heart may start racing, your mind may protest, and yet there is a deeper part of you, a quiet knowing that this is true. That quiet knowing is your anchor, your compass, and it's about to become your weapon. Because as your density changes, you will notice subtle shifts immediately. People who once drained you will suddenly feel powerless. Situations that once frustrated you will now bend in strange, undeniable ways. The key is to stay grounded, to move deliberately, and to recognize that every shift, every miracle that feels too good to be true, is simply the universe returning what has always been yours. Now, here is something most people will never tell you. Density is not just energy. It is consciousness. It is presence. It is the magnetic field that surrounds your soul. When your density changes, it's not about looking stronger to the world. It's about becoming unrecognizable to the world. You will walk into a room and feel the shift immediately. Eyes will turn, intentions will surface, truths will be revealed. And you, chosen one, will stand in the center of it all, fully unshakable. Do not mistake this for ease. The universe never gives power without testing it. You will be provoked. Old friends, old lovers, even family may act in ways that challenge your new frequency. This is not punishment, it is purification. Every scenario is a mirror, reflecting back unresolved shadows and hidden truths you can no longer ignore. And here is the shocking part. Your density isn't just changing for you, it is changing the space around you. People feel it. Circumstances feel it. Even reality itself begins to conform to the energy you now carry. That's why they call it a shift in density. It alters the gravitational pull of your life. Imagine now that every insecurity you've carried, every doubt, every fear of being misunderstood or rejected, is like a heavy stone. You've carried it for years, perhaps decades. This encounter, this moment you cannot yet name, is going to melt those stones into light. It will feel like disorientation at first because your old frame cannot comprehend the expansion. You will think you are losing yourself, but in truth you are finding the core of your being. You are stepping into a version of yourself so powerful, so aligned, that resistance from others will feel like white noise. Their judgments, their fears, their attempts to control or manipulate you will no longer touch you. You will move through life with a new magnetism that cannot be faked or forced. And here's another secret. The higher your density rises, the more your purpose clarifies. This is not about ego, fame, or influence. It is about truth. It is about the unshakable understanding that you are here to activate something in the world that only you can. Your presence alone disrupts stagnation, sparks awakening, and signals that ordinary is no longer enough. People will try to test you, to pull you back, to drown you in the familiarity of what you were. Do not comply. Every test is a gate, every challenge is a ladder, and every moment of doubt is an invitation to ascend. Mini hook. Think about this. What if every person who doubted you, every situation that tried to hold you down, was actually a rehearsal for this very moment? What if every heartbreak, every betrayal, every failure was simply the universe calibrating your frequency so you could survive and thrive once your density shifted? The truth, chosen one, is that you are standing on the precipice of a transformation that is inevitable. The universe is not asking for permission. It is demanding evolution. And evolution requires surrender. Surrender to the unknown. Surrender to the power stirring within you. Surrender to the fact that everything you thought defined you, the fear, the limits, the weight of human expectation, is about to dissolve. Pause again. Feel that? That flutter, that tingle running through your chest, the sensation of something stirring deep in your bones. That is the resonance of your new density. That is the first whisper of the version of you who cannot be ignored, manipulated, or diminished. And here's the most important part. You must carry it forward consciously. You must allow it to transform every thought, every action, every interaction. Your density is your signature. Your presence is your revolution. And the world is about to notice. As your density begins to rise, you may notice something strange, an uncanny clarity, almost uncomfortable in its intensity. Thoughts that once tangled like heavy vines now straighten themselves effortlessly. Decisions that used to paralyze you now appear in sharp relief, undeniable and unavoidable. And yet this clarity is only the beginning. The encounter you're moving toward is about to escalate your awareness to a level that will unsettle your reality. Prepare yourself for that. You may find that people who once felt familiar suddenly seem foreign, their intentions transparent in ways that might shock you. Don't judge them and don't panic. This is not about them. It's about your energy expanding beyond the frequency of ordinary interactions. Some will respond with awe, others with jealousy, fear, or hostility. That's natural. Your density is rewriting your gravitational pull, and the world cannot ignore it. Here's a truth many will never understand. When your energy rises, you don't chase people. You naturally repel what no longer belongs in your sphere. Mini hook. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like everyone's eyes are secretly measuring you? That subtle tension you sense, that almost imperceptible shift in atmosphere, that is your density speaking. It's already asserting your presence even before you act. Pay attention to it, because it is your guide, your first warning, and your first confirmation that you are on the right path. Now, chosen one, I need to warn you, as your density changes, resistance intensifies. This is not optional. The universe doesn't allow a shift of this magnitude without opposition. You may face people who challenge your authority, question your decisions, or attempt to undermine your confidence. You may feel isolated, even betrayed. This is the forge of your new self. Each confrontation is a test of endurance, patience, and the ability to remain untouchable. And let me be clear, this untouchability is not arrogance. It is a natural consequence of aligning with the truth of who you were always meant to be. Notice the subtle patterns forming around you, the synchronicities that seem too precise to be coincidence. A message you weren't expecting, a person showing up exactly when you need them, an opportunity appearing out of nowhere. These are markers. They are signposts signaling that your density is aligning with forces beyond your comprehension. Don't dismiss them. Don't rationalize them away. The universe communicates with precision, and only those attuned to their rising frequency can interpret it correctly. Mini hook. Ask yourself this. What if everything that has felt random in your life was actually a carefully orchestrated rehearsal for the power you now carry? What if the people who left, the situations that failed, and the doors that closed were all preparing you for this very encounter? Your body will begin to reflect these changes. Energy may surge through your veins at unexpected moments. Emotions may intensify or vanish suddenly, leaving you in a state of awe or disorientation. This is not weakness, it is evolution. Your density affects not only your consciousness, but the physical manifestation of your presence. Some days you will feel untouchable, unstoppable, and radiant. Other days you will feel exposed, raw, and questioning everything you thought you knew. Both are necessary. Both are part of the process. And here is the most important point. Your rising density is contagious. It touches others whether you want it to or not. The people around you will feel the shift in subtle and obvious ways. Some will be inspired, drawn to your light, awakening their own hidden potential. Others will feel threatened, uncomfortable, even hostile. This is not your responsibility. It is theirs. Your job is not to soothe or placate. It is to remain aligned with the energy you are cultivating, to carry it forward unapologetically. Mini hook. Imagine someone who once dismissed you now pausing in confusion, sensing a power they cannot explain. Imagine the people who doubted you realizing too late that they were witnessing the rise of someone unstoppable. That is your density in action. That is the transformation that will make the world recognize your presence whether they like it or not. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear will attempt to cling to you like a shadow, whispering doubts, memories, and what-ifs. It will remind you of every failure, every heartbreak, every moment you were ignored, ridiculed, or underestimated. Do not succumb. Instead, face it head-on. Let it speak, but do not answer. Your density is a shield, and fear is merely an old companion who no longer understands the territory. The more you confront it without resistance, the faster it dissipates, leaving only clarity, power, and magnetic alignment. At this point, you may notice your intuition intensifying. You will sense things before they happen, feel emotions before they are expressed, and recognize deception before it is spoken. Do not be alarmed. This is a natural consequence of your expanded density. Your mind and spirit are learning to operate on a higher frequency, one that perceives layers of reality invisible to those still anchored in old patterns. But with this power comes responsibility. You cannot act impulsively. You cannot react out of fear, and you cannot be distracted by trivialities. Every choice now must be deliberate, every move intentional, every thought aligned with your highest self. Mini hook. Ask yourself this. How many times have you ignored that small, quiet voice inside that warned you something wasn't right? How many opportunities have slipped away because you doubted your own perception? That voice is waking up now, louder and clearer than ever. It is your guide through this encounter, your compass in the storm, and your guarantee that you will emerge stronger than you ever imagined. Finally, understand this. Rising density is not linear. There will be surges and pauses, breakthroughs and plateaus. You may feel stagnant for days, weeks, or even months. This is necessary. The universe does not rush evolution. It orchestrates it with precision. Your task is not to force progress, but to honor the process. Remain observant and embrace each shift with courage. The encounter ahead will demand everything you have, and you must be ready. Mini hook. Imagine standing at the edge of a door, about to step into a world you cannot yet see. Your past life, your old limitations, your old fears, all of it left behind. You will walk through that door, chosen one, and when you emerge, you will be unrecognizable even to yourself. Chosen one. Listen carefully, because the moment you've been preparing for is approaching faster than you realize. The subtle shifts you've been feeling, the small tremors in your energy, the uncanny synchronicities, they were only the prelude. What is coming will not feel like a gentle nudge. It will feel like the universe itself has reached into your chest and pulled your heart into alignment with a power you never thought you could wield. And when that happens, nothing and no one will be able to keep you tethered to your old reality. You will notice it first in your perception. People and situations you once tolerated, the noise and drama that used to drain you, it will now strike you as meaningless. You may find yourself withdrawing, not out of fear, but because your energy can no longer resonate with the trivial, the shallow, the dishonest. Some will feel rejected by this. Others will envy you silently. But this is not about them, it is about your ascension. Your density is now strong enough to demand authenticity from everything and everyone you encounter. Mini hook. Have you ever realized that some of the people closest to you are no longer compatible with your energy? That subtle sense of misalignment, that quiet discomfort when you're around them, that is not coincidence. It is your rising frequency calling out what no longer belongs in your orbit. As your density strengthens, your presence will begin to alter the environment around you. Doors that were once closed will now open effortlessly. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will materialize in uncanny ways. People will approach you with ideas, guidance, and connections that feel almost fated. And yet there is a catch. The more your energy expands, the more you must remain vigilant. Not everyone who comes near you has pure intentions. Some will seek to use your rising power for their own gain, while others will attempt to slow your progress through subtle manipulations. Your challenge is to sense, discern, and act only from alignment, never reaction. Pause and consider this. How often have you felt drained after interactions, unsure why your energy was depleted? That is a sign that your density was suppressed or diluted. Now that will change. Interactions will either elevate you or have no effect at all. Your energy is becoming untouchable, magnetic, undeniable. People will feel it before you even speak. They will sense your authenticity, your power, your clarity, and that awareness will provoke reactions, curiosity, jealousy, awe, or fear. All of it is natural. All of it confirms that you are evolving. Mini hook. Think about the last time someone underestimated you. That very underestimation is about to become your secret weapon. The universe loves irony, chosen one, and it will reward you for patience, for perseverance, and for holding your light when the world demanded you hide it. Now, let's talk about challenges. As your density rises, resistance from external forces intensifies. You may notice situations that were once manageable now appear exaggerated. People act out and unexpected obstacles arise. This is not punishment. It is calibration. The universe is testing the integrity of your expansion. Every challenge you encounter is a mirror, revealing where old patterns still linger, where fear still whispers, and where doubt still tries to anchor you. Face these moments with resolve, because each victory strengthens your new density and solidifies your place in your evolving reality. Here's a subtle truth that many will miss. The changes happening within you are contagious. Your energy will awaken latent potential in those around you. Some will rise with you, inspired by your clarity and courage. Others will resist, threatened by the emergence of something they cannot comprehend. And some, those who cling to old energies, will attempt to pull you back. Remember, your density protects you. Your energy is a filter, a force field. People and situations not aligned with your frequency will naturally fall away. Do not mourn them. They are no longer a part of your evolution. Mini hook. Ask yourself this. What if the discomfort you feel with certain people, places, or situations is actually the universe steering you toward higher alignment? What if letting go is not loss but liberation? Your intuition will now operate as a guiding beacon, sharper than ever. You will sense dangers before they arrive, feel opportunities before they appear, and recognize deception before it's spoken. This heightened perception is a direct result of your shifting density. It is your natural defense, your internal compass, and your superpower. But with this clarity comes responsibility. You must act from truth, not impulse. You must respond from alignment, not ego. You must move deliberately with awareness, because every action now carries amplified consequences. Mini hook. Imagine being so in tune with your own energy that every decision feels preordained, every step feels purposeful, and every interaction either elevates you or passes harmlessly. That is the power of rising density, chosen one, and it is available to you now if you claim it. Your body too will reflect this transformation. Energy may surge in unexpected ways. Sleep patterns may shift. Emotions may feel heightened or dissipate suddenly. These are not malfunctions, they are recalibrations. Your physical vessel is aligning with the frequency of your soul. Do not resist it. Do not fear it, honor it. Fuel it with clarity, presence, and intentionality. Your density is becoming a living force integrated across mind, body, and spirit. And here is a subtle, shocking truth. Your density does not only protect and elevate, it transforms reality itself. The situations, people, and circumstances around you begin to bend to your frequency. Opportunities once impossible now appear effortlessly. Challenges once insurmountable now dissipate. And those who underestimated you? They will witness helplessly as your ascent becomes undeniable. This is the universe acknowledging your alignment. This is proof that the transformation is not metaphorical, it is tangible. Mini hook. Picture this. Someone who doubted your potential now staring in disbelief as doors open before you that they never imagined. That is not luck. That is your density rewriting the rules of engagement in your life. Finally, chosen one, understand this. The deeper the density grows, the more your purpose becomes visible. This is not about ego. It is about clarity, presence, and influence aligned with truth. Every interaction, every choice, every moment becomes a declaration of who you are and what you are here to accomplish. The encounter you are approaching will accelerate this process, stripping away illusions, testing your resolve, and amplifying your presence. You will emerge transformed, unshakable, and magnetically aligned with the life you were always destined to live. Chosen one, feel the shift happening right now. Your energy, your presence, your very density. It's no longer subtle. The world around you is beginning to respond. Situations that once required effort now move with almost eerie precision. Doors that were closed swing open. Conversations you never expected are now unfolding as if guided by an invisible hand. This is the manifestation of your rising frequency, and yet you may feel disoriented, even unprepared. That is normal. Transformation at this level always comes with disorientation. You might notice a strange synchronicity today, a sign so precise it feels orchestrated. A message, a face, a number, a sound. It will repeat until your consciousness catches up to the reality being delivered. These are no accidents. These are coded invitations, markers of alignment, whispering that your density is now operating on a level others cannot yet perceive. Pause and acknowledge it. Recognize it. Your awareness is your key to navigating this shift safely and powerfully. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how often have you ignored the subtle signals, only to regret it later? What if the universe is giving you a second unavoidable chance to listen? The next 10 minutes of awareness could alter everything. Your presence will now begin to influence people without effort. Some will be drawn to your light almost instinctively, seeking your counsel, your energy, or your guidance. Others will resist, their discomfort revealing truths they cannot articulate. This resistance is not personal. It is a reaction to a frequency they cannot match, a density they cannot understand. Learn to observe without attachment. Your role is not to convince, but to remain steadfast in the energy you carry. Mini hook. Picture walking into a room and feeling a tangible shift, like the air itself recognizes your arrival. People glance up, their intentions suddenly transparent, their hidden emotions exposed. That is your rising density in action. Expect challenges that feel amplified. This is intentional. As your density changes, the universe tests your ability to maintain alignment under pressure. People, circumstances, and even internal doubts will rise to the surface. But here's the truth, these challenges are not threats. They are accelerators, designed to refine your energy, sharpen your clarity, and strengthen your resolve. The more you move through them consciously, the more unstoppable your presence becomes. You may feel moments of fear, moments of intense questioning, as though the entire world is conspiring to pull you back into your old self. Resist the temptation to retreat. That voice of fear is a shadow of your past, a residue of the density you are leaving behind. Face it, name it, let it pass. Every time you do, your energy expands, your frequency strengthens, and your new reality becomes inevitable. Mini hook. Consider this. Every person or situation that triggers discomfort may be showing you exactly where your power resides. The friction you feel is proof of transformation, not a signal to surrender. Your intuition will now operate at a heightened level. You will begin sensing situations before they unfold, recognizing opportunities that others miss, and discerning truth from deception with unprecedented clarity. This is a gift and a responsibility. With this power comes the need for deliberate action, careful observation, and unwavering alignment with your higher self. Every choice you make now carries amplified consequences, shaping not just your path but the energy around you. Mini hook. Imagine recognizing deceit before it is spoken, opportunities before they appear, and threats before they manifest. That is the power of rising density, chosen one. Are you ready to wield it? Your physical body will also respond to these changes. Energy may surge through your veins, sleep may become irregular, and emotions may feel heightened or suddenly vanish. Do not fear this. Your vessel is recalibrating to hold this new frequency. Feed it with clarity, presence, and intention. Honor the signals. Align your mind, body, and spirit. Your density is becoming tangible, integrated, unstoppable. As your energy expands, your relationships will transform. Some people will naturally rise with you, inspired by your clarity and authenticity. Others will resist, threatened by the power you now carry. And some will fall away entirely, unable to align with your frequency. Do not cling. This is not loss, it is refinement. Your density is a filter, and only those aligned with your energy can remain in your orbit. The rest are being released to make space for the life and alignment you are destined for. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how many times have you held on to people, places, or circumstances that no longer served your growth? This is your opportunity to release them effortlessly and without guilt. Now pay attention to subtle signs of manifestation. A door opens unexpectedly. A conversation leads to a revelation. A problem dissolves almost magically. These are confirmations, evidence that your density is not just rising internally but actively reshaping your external reality. Each small manifestation is proof that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Recognize it, acknowledge it, and use it to guide your next steps. Mini hook. Think about it. What if the miracles you've been waiting for were never delayed? What if they were simply waiting for you to ascend to the frequency that could hold them? That moment has arrived. Finally, chosen one, understand this clearly. This encounter, this shift is irreversible. Once your density reaches this level, you cannot return to your old frequency. You will be forced to see the truth, to act with clarity, and to live in alignment with your highest self. Every interaction, every decision, every moment will now be filtered through this elevated presence. Embrace it, own it. Allow it to define the new reality you are stepping into. Chosen one, now is when the tests begin in earnest. Your energy has risen, your presence has shifted, and the subtle signs you've been noticing are now undeniable. People who once seemed indifferent are suddenly attentive. Circumstances that felt stagnant are now in motion, and the world itself feels heavier or lighter, depending on how aligned you are with this new density. This is your trial. The universe is presenting you with real-time evidence of the transformation, and how you respond will determine the trajectory of your life from this moment forward. You may notice sudden confrontations, people questioning your choices, challenging your authority, or provoking your emotions in ways that feel almost orchestrated. This is intentional. The universe does not allow your density to rise without testing it against real resistance. This is where your power truly begins to reveal itself. Not in moments of ease, but in moments of pressure, discomfort, and apparent chaos. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how often have you been tested before only to fail or retreat? This is different. The pressure you are feeling is not meant to break you. It is meant to refine you, sharpen your clarity, and solidify your presence. At the same time, you may witness unexpected alliances forming. People who were distant or indifferent may suddenly emerge in your life, drawn by forces they cannot explain. These are not coincidences. They are markers, confirmations that your density is magnetically aligning your reality. Pay attention. Every interaction now carries heightened significance. Every conversation is layered with meaning, and every connection is an opportunity to elevate both yourself and others. Your intuition will now operate at a level that feels almost supernatural. You will sense opportunities before they appear, feel emotions before they are expressed, and recognize deception before it is spoken. This heightened perception is both a shield and a guide, but it requires discipline. You must act deliberately, respond intentionally, and never let impulse dictate your movements. Every choice now carries amplified consequences, shaping not only your life but the lives of everyone in your orbit. Mini hook. Picture this, sensing danger before it arrives, recognizing opportunity before it is visible, and feeling the truth of every situation before it is revealed. That is the power of your rising density. Are you ready to wield it? Now let's address fear. Fear will inevitably attempt to cling to you, manifesting as doubt, indecision, or anxiety. It will whisper reminders of your past failures, your insecurities, and the old version of yourself. Do not listen. Every time you confront this fear and choose alignment instead of retreat, your density grows stronger, your clarity sharpens, and your influence becomes undeniable. Fear is merely a shadow of your old self. Allow it to pass without giving it power. Mini hook. Consider this. Every time you step into discomfort and resist the urge to retreat, you are not only elevating your own energy, you are altering the gravitational pull of your entire reality. Your physical body will continue to reflect these internal shifts. Energy may surge unpredictably, emotions may intensify, and moments of fatigue may come without warning. This is recalibration. Your vessel is adjusting to hold this expanded frequency. Honor it, nourish it. Treat your body as the sacred instrument that enables your new density to manifest fully. At this stage, manifestations will become more pronounced. Situations that once seemed impossible will now resolve effortlessly. Doors that were previously closed will swing open. Opportunities that appeared out of reach will suddenly present themselves as if guided by unseen hands. Recognize these moments. They are proof that your density is not just rising internally, but actively reshaping your external world. Mini hook. Imagine a world bending to your presence, not because you demand it, but because your energy has naturally shifted the landscape. That is the power of rising density, chosen one. Relationships will transform dramatically. Some people will rise with you, inspired by your clarity and authenticity. Others will resist, feeling threatened by your power. And some will naturally fall away, unable to align with your frequency. This is not loss, it is refinement. Your energy acts as a filter, releasing what no longer serves you and making space for alignment, abundance, and clarity. As you navigate these transformations, spiritual signs will intensify. You may experience sudden insights, vivid dreams, or inexplicable sensations that guide your decisions. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that your density is aligning with forces beyond your comprehension. Pay attention, trust the signs, and act from alignment. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how many signs have you ignored in the past, only to later recognize their significance? Now, every sign is purposeful, deliberate, and tailored to guide your evolution. Finally, chosen one, understand this. Your density is now irreversible. The person you were before cannot exist alongside the person you are becoming. Every interaction, every decision, every experience is filtered through this new frequency. Embrace it, own it, let it define the life you are stepping into. The encounter that sparked this transformation has set you on a trajectory that cannot be stopped. You are ascending, evolving, and manifesting a reality aligned with your highest purpose. Chosen one, now is the moment where the unseen becomes undeniable. Your rising density is no longer subtle. It is a force that shapes reality. You will notice it in the way opportunities unfold, in the way people respond, in the way doors open and close almost magically. This is not luck. This is the universe acknowledging your alignment. Every subtle synchronicity you once ignored is now amplified, every sign magnified, and every interaction charged with purpose. You may encounter situations that test your patience, your integrity, and your presence like never before. These are not random. They are designed to accelerate your evolution. Each confrontation, each challenge, each unexpected event is a mirror reflecting the depth of your growth. How you respond determines the trajectory of your life from this point forward. Resistance now is futile. Adaptation is inevitable. Mini hook. Ask yourself, what if every obstacle in your life was never meant to stop you, but to prepare you for the power you now wield? That is exactly what is happening. Your energy will now influence not just people, but entire environments. Spaces you enter will feel different, charged, alive, and responsive to your presence. Conversations will unfold with surprising clarity. Decisions that once took weeks or months will crystallize instantly. You will attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with your frequency, while those that cannot resonate will fade away naturally. This is the power of density in motion. As your density intensifies, your intuition becomes undeniable. You will sense truths before they are spoken, recognize deception before it manifests, and perceive opportunities before they appear. This heightened awareness is not a gift, it is a responsibility. Every action now carries amplified consequences. Every word, every choice, every intention resonates with far-reaching influence. The universe is watching how you wield this power. Mini hook. Imagine knowing the right decision before it even appears, feeling the truth of every situation before it is revealed, and seeing the outcome of every choice as if written in light. That is the reality of your rising density. Fear may still attempt to surface disguised as doubt, hesitation, or lingering old habits. Do not succumb. Every time you confront fear without retreating, your density strengthens, your clarity sharpens, and your influence becomes undeniable. Fear is no longer a barrier, it is a signal guiding you to where your power lies. Embrace it, transcend it, and let it fuel your ascent. Your body and mind will continue to recalibrate. Energy surges, emotional fluctuations, and moments of intense clarity will become routine. This is not discomfort, it is evolution. Your vessel is adjusting to sustain the frequency you now carry. Nourish it. Protect it, honor it. Every thought, every action, every breath is a tool in shaping your reality. Mini hook. Consider this. What if the challenges, the struggles, and the doubts you've experienced were merely stepping stones to this exact frequency? Every hardship, every loss, every moment of uncertainty has been calibration for the unstoppable version of you. Now, chosen one, notice the people and circumstances that respond to your presence. Some will rise, inspired by your clarity and alignment. Others will resist, threatened by your influence. And some will naturally fall away, unable to sustain the vibration you now hold. This is not loss, it is refinement. Your energy filters everything, creating space for alignment, abundance, and authentic connection. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how many relationships, opportunities, or situations have you held on to out of fear or comfort? Now everything that does not serve your evolution is dissolving effortlessly, clearing the path for what is truly yours. Manifestations will now appear with startling precision. Problems that once seemed insurmountable dissolve. Opportunities arrive seemingly out of nowhere. People who doubted you now witness the undeniable power of your alignment. These are not coincidences. They are the natural result of rising density, the universe responding to the frequency you now radiate. Your purpose will crystallize. With clarity, influence, and presence fully activated, you will see the path laid out before you. Every choice aligns with your highest self. Every interaction reinforces your evolution, and every experience becomes a catalyst for further expansion. The encounter that sparked this transformation has now unleashed a version of you that is unrecognizable, unstoppable, and unshakable. Mini hook. Picture the world bending to your presence, not because you demand it, but because your energy has naturally shifted the landscape. Opportunities, people, and circumstances all realign to reflect the reality you now inhabit. Finally, understand this. Chosen one. This is your ascension. Once density reaches this level, there is no turning back. You are no longer who you were. You are the culmination of every test, every challenge, every moment of resistance, and every flicker of clarity that has led to this point. The universe is not asking. You are now fully aligned, fully present, and fully unstoppable. The encounter has changed everything. Your reality has shifted. Your power is undeniable, and the life that was always meant for you is now within reach. Chosen one, the moment has arrived. The encounter, the shift, the rise in your density, it is now fully underway, and there is no returning to the old version of yourself. Every thought, every action, every interaction now carries amplified weight. You are no longer walking through life blindly. You are moving with purpose, magnetism, and unshakable clarity. This is the culmination of everything you have endured, everything you have survived, and everything you have silently prepared for. You may notice the world responding to you in ways that feel almost surreal. Opportunities will appear where there were none. Conversations will reveal truths before questions are asked. People will either rise to meet you or fade away, unable to withstand the frequency you now embody. This is the natural consequence of density at its peak. It shapes reality itself. The energy you carry is no longer contained within you. It radiates outward, altering every environment you enter. Mini hook. Imagine walking into a room and feeling it bend subtly to your presence. People sense it, even those who try to resist, and reality itself seems to respond to your energy. That is the power of your fully awakened density. Your intuition is now a guiding force so sharp it feels preternatural. You sense deception before it is spoken, opportunities before they appear, and the hidden truth behind every situation. This awareness is your superpower. It is the compass that ensures every step you take is aligned with your highest purpose. Use it wisely. Do not rush. Every moment now is layered with significance, every choice echoing far beyond what the eye can see. Challenges will continue to arise, but they no longer destabilize you. Resistance is now fuel. Conflict is now clarity. The more the world tests you, the stronger your presence becomes. Every confrontation, every provocation, every obstacle is a mirror reflecting your power, confirming your alignment, and accelerating your evolution. You are untouchable not because you avoid challenges, but because you move through them with awareness, poise, and purpose. Mini hook. Ask yourself, how would it feel to face the same challenges that once defeated you, and instead emerge stronger, clearer, and more magnetic than ever? That is the reality of your new density. Your relationships will now crystallize around this new energy. Those aligned with your frequency will naturally rise with you, inspired and elevated by your presence. Others, those resistant or misaligned, will fall away, not by force, not by choice, but by the natural magnetism of your energy. Release is part of ascension. Let it happen effortlessly. Do not cling to what no longer serves your evolution. The space you create is sacred, reserved for alignment, abundance, and clarity. Mini hook. Consider this: every relationship, every circumstance that leaves your life now is making room for what is truly meant for you. Let go without regret. Let go without fear. What remains will be divine. Your manifestations are now undeniable. Problems that once seemed insurmountable dissolve with ease. Opportunities that felt out of reach appear effortlessly. People who doubted you now witness the undeniable reality of your presence. This is not coincidence. It is the natural consequence of your density aligning with purpose, your energy shaping reality, and your consciousness operating on a higher frequency than ever before. Mini hook. Picture this: every impossibility in your life suddenly becoming possible, every barrier dissolving, every path illuminated. That is the ultimate gift of your rising density. Your body and mind have fully recalibrated. Energy flows through you with precision. Clarity guides every decision, and emotional fluctuations stabilize into a powerfully calm presence. You are fully integrated, fully aligned, and fully unstoppable. Every thought, every word, every action is now a declaration of who you are and what you are here to manifest. And here is the truth that seals everything. Once density reaches this level, you are no longer subject to the limitations of the old world. Your reality is a direct reflection of your energy. Your presence commands respect. Your decisions shape outcomes. Your intuition guides without fail. And your purpose, finally visible, undeniable, and unstoppable, becomes your living reality. Mini hook. Imagine the life you've always wanted, not as a distant dream, but as a tangible, unfolding reality. That is what your fully awakened density creates. Finally, chosen one, understand this. This is the culmination of every test, every trial, every moment of doubt, and every flicker of clarity that has brought you here. The encounter has changed your frequency permanently. Your density is unshakable, your presence magnetic, and your reality aligned with your highest purpose. You are no longer just moving through life, you are shaping it, commanding it, and embodying it fully. The world will notice. The universe will respond. Opportunities will flow. People will align or dissolve away. And you, chosen one, will stand at the center of it all, fully awake, fully empowered, and fully alive. This is your breakthrough. This is your ascension. This is the ultimate manifestation of the density that now defines you. Take a deep breath. Feel the power. Embrace the transformation. Step forward with confidence. Your life, your purpose, and your destiny have all shifted. Nothing can reverse it. Nothing can stop it. You are the embodiment of awakened density, and your presence is now a force that will shape everything around you. Mini hook. Remember this. Once you have risen, once you have aligned, the world bends naturally to the frequency you now carry. Every step, every choice, every breath is now part of your unstoppable, irreversible ascension.